Southern California braces for Hilary. State officials are reassuring residents that they are prepared. KTVU's Bailey O'Carroll joining us now from the newsroom with the latest from emergency managers and some insight from a former FEMA disaster coordinator. Bailey.
Christina, one thing almost every emergency official is saying is that this storm is serious and should not be taken lightly. And former FEMA coordinator Mark Nouveau broke down what steps are likely being taken at the federal and state level to ensure that they are prepared.
Preparations for flooding impacts should be rushed to completion today, as heavy rainfall is expected to begin well advanced of the center of the storm.
Time is quickly running out for residents in Southern California to finish up preparations for Tropical Storm Hilary. If it makes landfall as a tropical storm, it would mark the first time one has hit the state in more than 80 years.
Make no mistake. This is a very, very dangerous and significant storm.
According to officials at the California Office of Emergency Services, the storm will bring flooding, strong winds, and power outages with it, but they say they're ready.
Our state has the best trained and experienced local first responders in the country. We're proud to have them pre-positioned all across the southern part of this state to ensure that we can respond as quickly as possible.
Dealing with catastrophic storms is nothing new to former FEMA disaster coordinator Mark Nouveau, who's been the lead for storms like Hurricane Sandy.
Well, let's put it in perspective. We're talking about 4.3 million people under what is known as a high risk by the Weather Service, which means that with more than a 70% likelihood, some of those folks are going to withstand severe flooding.
Nouveau said the mission of the federal and state governments are to assess what the biggest concerns are.
There's three areas of concern that they're talking about, and that's transportation corridors, and then debris flows up in the mountain areas, and increased rainfall, more so than you would typically get in California, which can overwhelm the storm drains.
He says right now they're likely putting teams of first responders and swift water rescue teams in place to be able to act as soon as they're needed. And they are putting those teams of first responders and swift water rescue crews to work. Actually, crews from the East Bay and North Bay are heading down to Riverside, California as we speak, and they will be there to help if need be. We did just get back from watching them pack up there and head down there. In total, 16 crew members will go down with boats and other gear.
And I know that work is desperately needed down there as people prepare. Bailey, you mentioned Riverside. That's really the heart of the Inland Empire, far from the coast. Did they say what types of rescues those crews are anticipating?
Yeah, they said they expect at least that they'll largely be focusing on flash flood rescues. They will be far from the ocean. They said they're ready. They train for moments like this. Now, these exact crew members have been sent to help out with other hurricanes, Hurricane Harvey, Hurricane Florence. And they said what makes them a little nervous or iffy about this is that these storms, when they do get downgraded in strength, that they move slower. So it'll stay over one area for a longer period of time, meaning that it'll dump more water in that area, which would increase the possibility of them having to make those swift water rescues. Christina.
Yep, that's exactly how hurricanes work and gather their strength. Bailey, thank you. The